welcome back to another episode of Reality Raiders, a Torg Eternity actual play here on WebDM Plays. My name is Rudy Basso. I will be your GM for this evening. Let us go around the circle. Please, player, my friend, tell me who you are and who you are playing. Let's start with you, player to my right.
Hi, yes, I am player 2, Rudy's right, aka Amber, aka Rocket Orca, aka Cypress. Tonight, playing the Asyle mage. Well, I guess we're here, and I'm wrangling my teammates like cats, like try to hurt a bunch of cats. They're going crazy in this magic
We're
town.
magical cats.
Yeah,
and we're
magical cats.
fancy.
Yeah.
Very fancy.
It's
Yes.
like when you're a kid and you bring your friends over to your house and your mom is just like, these are your friends. And you're like, they're cool at school, Mom.
I promise you they're cool.
They're
I don't know
not
what's
usually
happening.
stealing beans and planting things in corners and hitting goblins with bats, I promise. Continuing onwards, going down. Hi there, Pruitt. Green screen Pruitt today.
Hey. Oh, yeah, I should probably get
Let's get that flag waving, please.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a professional. I might not appear it right now, but let me tell you something.
Oh, really?
There it is.
The American flag
Thing.
cape, American flag sunglasses, and the American flag headband just scream professional to me. So I don't even think you need the background.
All that does, Mr. Basso, is scream that I'm a professional flag code violationist. Or violator? Yeah, that's the right word. Although violationist
That sounds great. That sounds more fitting.
I'm gonna make my next character in Torg the violationist. Uses a violin to play badly.
Oh.
Anyway, it's a ripoff of Umbrella Academy. I'm Pruitt, one half of WebDM, and what I just did is what I do on WebDM. And tonight I will be playing Salvo, of course. Salvo, torn between the mission and the man. The man, of course, being ice cold. And right now, though, he's living his best life, punching a dragon with his recent interest, we shall say. And I don't know how it's going to turn out. It might be a little bit more than his knuckles that are bruised tonight. Rudy?
Wow.
I'm
in his heart. I'm in his heart.
Oh!
Y'all are a bunch of deviants.
That's what.
Jeez.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what we thought too.
Yeah, heart.
You're a professional.
Definitely.
Got to keep in
That's
mind he's a professional. He would never go that way.
Mm.
Jumping across that beautiful Torg Eternity logo. Hi,
Living in the
Dot.
gutter.
How are you? Who are you?
I'm
Who
Dot.
are you playing?
I'm here. I'm playing Flick. Gasp!
All right.
Gasp! She's normal most days. She misses her city block and Radio Shack. And right now, she planted a magical bean, which she's only ever read about on, forums on the internet. So.
Or wait, what is the 80s forum? Usenet groups? Is that?
Yeah, like
I think we're at
bulletin
that.
boards,
Or,
like
yeah,
the old
BBSs,
school bulletin boards. Yeah. So here she is, undercover, fully undercover, and she's definitely not gonna fight this dragon. She's just gonna kind of step back and let this happen.
The brains of the group. Flick.
She planted the bean. That was her.
That's
what
right.
she-
The brains of the group. Flick. Maybe.
It worked out great.
That's
You
true.
know what?
Can't deny the plan worked
Oh,
out.
and I have the whistle too. I've literally stolen everything since I got here. I think I have the whistle too.
Fast
so we're gonna...
hands of the group, definitely. Flick.
There you go. Maybe not the brains, but
All right, and then last but certainly not least, above Flick. Hello, hi. Who are you? Who are you playing?
Hey, I'm Shauna. I am playing Beck Matsumoto, the no-holds-barred baseball player who just like nothing better than starting fights, setting back causing relations centuries, and
Ooh, yeah,
really
yeah.
wants to fight a dragon.
Yeah, this was supposed to be like a like an important meeting to help facilitate relations between the Delphi Council and this particular house and Asyle. It has gone off the rails, one might say.
this is our heist movie.
That was a side objective, we'll say. Like, that popped up as you were doing things, and then it got a big X as you started doing things, and now is no longer an available side quest.
It's like we're invited to Cypress's house for a party, and it's on fire now.
Yes, exactly.
We crashed it.
All right, I didn't like it much here anyway.
So, speaking of last week and this party crashing, you were all at an auction to try and win the crown of King Arthur. an artifact that is part of the Eternity armor. You figured, who wants to bid on stuff? Let's just steal things. And you started causing a commotion amongst other bidders, amongst other members of the gala that you are currently attending. And the night kind of came to a crux as Flick planted a magical bean, which quickly exploded outwards into a giant tree, creating a huge hole in the castle, including towards where the prized item of the night, the aforementioned Excalibur, no, not Arthur's crown, knocked over the guards. Cypress and Flick were able to steal it. At that same moment, one of the bidders turned into a dragon, said, "Give me back my crown." Salvo and Beck, seeing an opportunity to cause more havoc, ran to engage him. Ice Cold, former enemy turned possible romantic partner to Salvo, said, "Damn it, I can't not save your pretty face," and chased after and also engaged the dragon with you. Meanwhile, Flick blew one of the other items, which was a whistle, which called forth a kind of annoyed eagle, who is now waiting for you to ride him away. I think the goal was just ride to the ocean, eagle, get us out of here.
To the ports.
To the ports. Yes.
We're taking a direct eagle home.
So the dragon kind of like separated. He's totally focused on the crown right now. He knows that you have the crown on the eagle, so he's kind of like, forget you weirdos with the flag and the chainsaw arm. So he's kind of in the air, flapping. I'm gonna say we're just gonna, Beck and Salvo, if you just want to book it to the eagle, we can just hand wave, distance or whatever, and just jump to that. Or if you want to do something else before you do that, tell me.
Does it look like the dragon's gonna follow the eagle?
Yes, that's what it looks like.
If we got on the dragon, it would basically be like the same thing.
Oh, man.
Boy.
And we can still fight the dragon.
You're gonna tame the dragon?
You're gonna try and jump. The dragon is high in the air. It is like...
Oh, I didn't know it was already that high.
Yeah, it already jumped off, went through the castle upwards, and is now doing one of those, helicopter, wavy,
hover.
and hover. That's the word.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
That's what his wings never mind.
No, he's flapping, and they've got a thing. They do it.
Well, Flick is definitely on the eagle. That's the way out of here.
Mm.
And who has the crown?
I do.
Okay,
I have
perfect.
the crown.
So the crown is still in its cake glass thing. Yeah, it's still in a box.
Oh yeah, we never got it out of the box. We just took it with the box. That's right. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Oh.
We'll figure that out later.
Yeah, we'll figure it out when I'm on the eagle.
Okay. Yeah, Flick's on board.
Yep, I'm gonna jump on the eagle too.
Salvo starts to turn and run towards the eagle, and then he remembers and turns around and holds his hand out to Ice Cold and says, "Come with us."
I'm gonna roll a die. We gotta roll a die for this. We gotta let the dice determine this. Okay, we're rolling a D100. I was gonna say D2, but that's not very fun. So, I'm gonna even give you better odds. If it's 60 or below, then Ice Cold will join you and join the Delphi Council, but probably not follow you around a lot because that's annoying and I don't want to do that. If it is a 61 to 100, it's a 45! Ice Cold takes your hand and says, damn it, I don't trust them, but damn it, I trust you. And
that's enough.
Wow.
Follows you onto the back of the eagle, I guess, who does not look pumped about now having to fly 5 people, 2 of which are very large and muscular. Actually, maybe a bunch of you are large and muscular. I don't think we ever went over. Okay, I'm getting head shakes. Okay, 2 of you who are large and muscular. And then Beck, do you just jump on the eagle as well, or?
Yeah, she's gonna see that everyone. She will have to fight this dragon, but things aren't looking that great. So yeah, she's gonna jump onto the back of the eagle and just look at Ice Cold, and then look at stuff what the hell is he doing here?
everybody in the group, this is ice cold.
Yeah.
Ice cold.
Yeah.
Everybody
We
in the
know.
group.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of crowded.
I know. I trust me. Just please. He trusts me. So if y'all could as well. I convinced him to come over to our side.
Compelling stuff.
Your personal life is none of my business. So, it's fine. Eagle, you okay with this?
It is if it gets us dead. And I pat the eagle like, I'm sorry, buddy. I know you got an extra load.
Like, he's just like, 1,000 years ago, you think you get drunk one night and someone's like, hey, do you want to enter a pact for all eternity? I'll give you 50 gold. And you're like, I could use 50 gold. And now, someone blows a whistle and you have to get to the very, just regrets. That's all I'm saying is regrets. Okay. And then he sees the dragon. He's like, big regrets. Okay. Okay. Where are we going? And I assume
Are we
you
fighting the dragon?
out of here,
In the air?
or
Yeah.
Okay. So he takes off, and now we're gonna do a chase. It's chase time again. Remember, we had so much fun last time in the chase.
Oh, yeah.
Chase. So this time, actually, we only have. This is more like riding a. This is like a car chase, more like, but with flying animals. So the dragon's movement is 10. The eagle's movement is 8, which means that the goal is going to be a 10 to move to the next step of the chase. Remember, it's A through D. So that means that all of you are free to do whatever you want on the back of the eagle during your turn, whether it be find a way to make the eagle go faster and give it advantage, or find a way to stymie or even attack the dragon if you want. Obviously, this is more like a rangy kind of deal than just, hey, if you want to jump onto the dragon and try and punch it in the face, Amber's shaking her head. I'm nodding. So
Yes.
yes. I encourage this. I Rudy loves to give out those possibility points, so you may earn a possibility point. You also might get eaten, but
You know what Flick does?
She
pulls a stick of dynamite. What do I have? Dynamite and C4.
Yeah.
Okay. I have this.
We'll
I
get to
pull
that.
it out midair.
Let's draw from the drama deck. Now, unfortunately,
Oh, good.
wonderful producer Grant Ellis is not with us today, which means that I am unable to bring up those beautiful cards because I don't know how to do it. So I am just going to read aloud what we have here. We have The Battle's Mine. This is a dramatic scene because, one, if there's a dragon in the scene, it is always a dramatic scene. And two, this is the climactic scene of Asyle, which means that the villains get to go first. But, unfortunately, our card is missing step A of the skill resolution steps, which means that neither of you, hero group or villain group, will be able to advance further. Remember, if you get to D, whoever gets to D first wins, which means that the dragon basically catches you and now you are stuck fighting him, or you safely escape from the dragons chasing you. You know what I mean? Prey versus hunter. Yes, you are the prey in this instance.
I got an idea.
Okay. Talk it out while I work out the dragon's movement on you.
Salvo might be a little crazy, but I think you already knew that. What if you got that C4, right? Well, the flesh on those dragon's wings looks awfully thin at certain points. We only need to hamper it, right? So C4, dragon wing, boom. It's hampered. What do you got?
Didn't it say that's his crown?
He did yell that.
Is that because he is king?
Is he King Arthur?
Oh.
Yes.
Give me a scholar check. Cypress.
no.
Only you can do it.
Okay. I'm just gonna yell at the dragon.
Oh.
You're gonna ask him.
All right, scholar. I don't. Okay. That is a 16.
Oh, No, that is not you. So the name
Okay.
of the dragon is Kixerox. The goblins were all scaredy of him. He is not Arthur, but he is a very famous dragon within Isle that is known for his hoard, his treasure hoard. The hoard of
Okay.
Kixerox is what people
Then
call it.
he meant
because
it
that's
more
what it's
like
called.
he wanted it, not that it was his
Yes,
yet.
he
I got
wanted
I
you.
mean,
Okay.
maybe it was part of his hoard at one point, and somebody stole it. But you
Oh.
know,
But it's
happens.
ours now. It's ours
where I'm
now.
from,
That's-
possession is 9/10 of the law, so
Mhm.
technically it's ours.
Great.
So
Okay, then stick a dynamite to wings.
I think.
Yeah.
So it is his turn, and he is going to.
Don't light it yet then.
Not quite yet.
Oh, let's forget. He gets to. So everybody has to do a willpower test
Oh.
first.
Oh,
Willpower
wow.
or spirit.
Oh.
He is a dragon. He is awe-inspiring.
Willpower?
Willpower or spirit. DN. 10.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Okay.
I rolled it.
16.
15.
15 is a pass.
16 as well.
16 as well.
All right, I got a 16 as well.
Yes.
15.
All right. Nobody is.
Pish, we
feared.
from the 80s. We've seen dragons before.
You've seen dragons. You've seen a smog in your time, an animated smog.
When did Dragonheart come out? 90s.
96
90s.
Not yet.
or something like that.
It is canonically 1987. Just a reminder to everybody.
I really wanted to pull out a Sean Connery impression.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be a time for that. Okay, so he is going to fire breathe at you. He is going to breathe fire. So this actually uses missile weapons for its attack. Whoa. I just got a bunch of... So he is pretty good at missile weapons. Does a 13 hit everyone's... This is your... So it's a blast, which means it's going to hit all of you. 13, this would be your dodge.
Oh,
dodge.
yeah, no, I take it.
You take...
My dodge is a
yeah,
13.
I take up. Yeah, me too.
Okay, so if you get hit, it's 14 damage. Remember,
Oh,
reduced
damn.
by your toughness. Reduced by your toughness.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
no.
Plus, you can use a possibility point to soak.
Okay.
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 My
Let me
toughness is 16.
let me
I'm
breathe
good.
and figure this out.
Let me do some math because that is something I don't excel at.
Okay, so 13, and you say minus the dodge.
For
No, I'm sorry.
If it's a 13, you're hit. If your
Right.
dodge is 13 or
And how
lower, you're hit.
how much?
It was 14 damage, so you take
Got
your
it.
toughness and
Okay.
subtract that from 14.
Okay,
Got
that's
it.
a lot.
It's a lot.
And how much is that on the chart?
So the chart is on the top left of our Roll20 screen.
Yeah, Okay.
And even if it goes into the -5s, you'll still be taking something.
1 wound, 2 shock.
I would
Okay.
like
If I
to
just so okay.
Yes, so remember,
a
spend a
possibility.
possibility and roll, I believe it is a reality check, DN10.
Okay. I will do
Okay,
that.
I'm gonna go ahead and just use a possibility so I don't take anything.
Got
I want to
it.
be as fresh as possible
I
because
like
my toughness is 16, but I would still take some shock.
Yep.
Okay,
What we got?
I'm gonna play a card, and you know why I can play a card?
Why?
Because I have a special thing that lets me do that, even when it's not in.
Oh, what's that thing called? Is it a feat? I want to know about
It
it.
is. It is. It is. It's called situational awareness.
Mm.
I believe that's the one. Yes. Wait. Nope. That's the one. Becomes aware. I'm gonna have to pull it up. Why doesn't it have the stats that go with it? Yeah. So basically, it allows me to play 1 card per scene.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. Yes, once per scene, a character was situated. Yes, this is it. I can put this in chat. I will still put it in chat. Okay, there we go. Directly from her hand into her pool and use it immediately if desired. I desire that
Please.
so much right now. I'm gonna do this is adrenaline. I'm gonna add a +3 to that dexterity roll. Can I do that to make my roll higher?
To make your roll higher?
Is it a dexterity based? Because what did you say? It was
So you were attacked by
right,
the dragon.
and it was the dodge.
Yes.
Wrong one, wrong person.
So your dodge defense is what he was targeting.
10.
Okay, so that's a hit. And you can roll now. You roll reality for your soak if you want to spend a possibility point to do that.
Oh, I see. Still not gonna bring it down enough, y'all. I don't think I can soak it. I'm so fragile.
Yeah, you have possibility points, right?
I do, but I can only play. Oh, no, I got this. This is good. Okay, this is even better. I can play this card, Second Wind.
Okay.
Which I recover 5 shock.
Okay.
Play it to recover 5 shock. So I will take it, and then I will immediately recover it.
Gotcha.
So let me do the math on that. That should allow Flick to stay in the game.
Okay, cool. Who else? Were other people spending possibilities to soak damage? Or...
Yes.
Okay.
I did, and I rolled a 13 for my reality.
Okay, 13, which means that you recover or you block 1 wound in all shock.
Okay, cool. Good.
Which might have been everything that was on you, right?
Would have been everything, yeah, because I rolled I had 8 total.
Shauna, that was a miss on you, right? And Prue, you spent a possibility as well, right? And you
I spent a possibility and got a 20 on my reality
Oh,
check.
okay. So absolutely nothing touches.
Okay, because mine are favored, so that's like advantage, right?
Oh, yes, it is. That's exactly what favor means.
Well, then I won't, unless there's a benefit for rolling higher. I'm good.
Okie dokie. Dragon.
By the way, do we draw back up to our...
Yes, draw back
card?
up. So this is Asyle, remember, which... no, that was Nile Empire that gives you 5. Yeah, so 4. Draw back up to 4. You should always have 4 cards.
Okay.
All right. Well, Dot is still doing the math
Yeah,
over there.
I was about to say I'm doing the math, but I'm not sure. I don't know that I'm doing it right. So my dodge total is 10. I need a 14.
Yeah, it's just like your armor class.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're hit.
So
You're
I'm hit.
Okay, and
And
you take
then
14 damage, but your toughness...
which is a 6, puts
Okay.
me at an 8.
Yes, which would
Which
give you
on the
1 wound.
chart,
Yeah, 1 wound and 2
1
shock.
wound, 2 shock. So I am gonna have to take the wound,
Okay.
but I can basically the 2 shock will just go away because I played the card.
Okay.
So that would
So
Yeah.
give yourself
So-
a wound because that does have a penalty to your
Penalty.
future attacks, and I think just
Correct.
any skill.
But I still
whatever's-
and then
Yes.
I don't need to play a possibility. So
Exactly.
done. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I didn't need to roll a
Yes.
possibility. Thank you for
Remember,
walking
you've
me through
got
that.
5 possibility points coming your way at the end of this act for keeping the accent going.
I guess that's true. I guess that's
So
true.
the pinata is there, and you're holding the. This is a great metaphor. Okay, it's the heroes' turn. Unfortunately, the eagle, at having been fire blasted, is kind of like whoa, and he's unable to move forward in the escape, which means that the 4 of you can do things. What would you like to do? Any order, you decide who goes first.
So there's a C4 idea, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Dot or Flick. Do
Yep.
you have dynamite or C4 or both?
I have both.
I think. Do you have like a remote detonator?
I might for the C4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could rig something. I would
So
think.
you can always remember you can always use modern technology or whatever. It's just if you roll a 1,
it becomes a
then
little
it turns into
little
a
bad.
rock or whatever.
Yeah,
you
right.
know. Dynamite,
I
I
would
think, is
say-
also still not within this Cosm's technology. So using that also runs the risk of disconnection. But you can
Worth
say
it.
you have, the old
Here's
C4
the thing,
cell
we
phone
don't want-
combo.
Okay, so we just don't want Flick to throw this because there's no way Flick is going to be able to throw this. So she's gonna pass it off to whoever.
Ice
wants to
Cold
light and
reaches
actually
his
lob it.
hand out and says, "Let me do it. I'll earn your
Yeah,
trust."
Flick hands it over
No.
like no big deal. Yeah.
No? Oh, okay, fine.
Oh, they reach at the same time.
And then no, I was
Oh.
gonna say Salvo reaches also and says, "Let's do it together."
Oh!
Oh,
He puts his hand on top
Oh.
of your hands.
And I put my other one on
Flick
top
feels
of that
awkward and let's go.
I look away.
It's a lot.
Okay,
There you go.
Sure.
Now you have a stick of shared dynamite.
So I'll give you a +2 modifier as he he puts his hand on the back of your shoulder to give you like emotional support. Like he can't literally throw it with you, but you feel like the confidence and the safety of someone behind you, like encouraging you.
Okay.
Make missile weapons? Does that include like throwing spears?
How far away is this dragon?
You guys are kind of close to each other right now because you're both kind of on the same step. You're both on A, so you're kind of like you're within throwable distance, definitely. Like, this is. I'm trying to think of a 1980s quarterback to reference, and coming up blank.
John Elway.
Door.
Come on.
Sure.
Joe
Elway.
Montana.
This is Montana on the 30th yard line, and the 2 minutes, 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I know sports. Okay. Yeah. So missile weapons. You're throwing this thing. If you won't think there's something else, just
okay.
pitch me.
No. I think
pitch
missile
me. Pun
weapons is
intended.
fine.
Okay.
Since we do have dynamite and C4, then I think this gives us an opportunity to try the dynamite. But if it doesn't work, we might have to hop on this dragon to make sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
that makes sense. That totally.
I mean,
makes
obviously,
sense.
that's the next step.
Yeah.
Anybody,
Can I
any
just, like,
rational.
Reach in my bag and pull out like some bubble gum or something and be like, chew it really fast and stick it to the back of the C4 to make it sticky. So we can just lob it and
Sure. Yeah, I mean,
it sticks.
Yeah.
There
you
you
can do
go.
that. I mean,
80s bubble gum.
80s
It solves
bubblegum.
everything.
Is it bubblicious or
Bubble
yum?
tape?
So now they each could throw one.
It's a big league chew.
Oh,
Yes, it is Big League Chew.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Just-
Okay, well then never mind. Unmodifier for you, Pruitt, and Ice Cold will throw. Which do you want to throw, Pruitt? The C4 or Salvo? Excuse me, the C4 or the dynamite? Which is your preference?
Salvo will throw the C4.
Smart.
Feels more comfortable with that.
Okay, and hey, old Ice Cold, not the best at throwing things, but he's got.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Ice Cold. You don't need to throw that. And then he looks over at Beck and looks at Beck's baseball bat.
Oh!
And she'll like,
Are you ready to
I
swing
get
for
what
the
you're throwing?
fences?
always.
Yeah, this is a
Hell
great
yeah.
idea. Smacking a piece of dynamite. Oh, it already happened. So if I was gonna call it out before, I should have called it out then.
Yeah.
Can't uncall it out. Okay, great. So C4. You can do a weapon attack, Beck. You can just
Okay.
bonk it.
Yeah. Yeah.
and
So I guess like Salvo just throws it. She's ready, and
Yeah.
she'll just
You
just
were
get
known for
right
your
down the
line
center.
your line drives. You know that's how you get on base. That's what's most important.
just like just
Straight
right at the
up.
pitcher, just
Yeah, right back
just
at his face.
freak him out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So DN only DN 13 for you.
Okay.
And Salvo, it's going to be a little more difficult for you because you're throwing it. So I'm going to say
Okay.
15.
17.
Okay, Beck hits. Salvo
I'm
misses.
going to go ahead and use a possibility.
Okie dokie. Salvo with a 12, Beck with a 17. For the viewers at home.
And you said I didn't have a modifier, right?
No modifier. Oh, no, you do have that +2.
Oh, well, I still
You
got
would have
20.
missed, and now you hit. So, ooh, got
Wait.
some exploding dice.
And that's a good, or that's 5 above, right? You said I'm gonna
Yes, but this isn't technically a weapon attack. Ooh. What the hell? I'll give it to ya. Roll your
Yeah.
bonus dice. Roll
Extra
your
cool.
bonus
Like-
dice. So Salvo gets 1, and Beck gets 1 as well. Both
Alright,
you get
so
1
what's
bonus
the-
die.
All right. So 1d6.
D6.
What's
All
the
right.
damage on C4?
C4's damage is a big old 13. Oh,
Dang,
no.
okay.
Dynamite is a 13.
Dynamite.
C4, where are you in the book? Are you called C4? You are called C4. No, you're not. Claymore.
Plastique?
I
Yeah, plastique C4, C6, C9.
What's-
A chemical explosive. +1 damage for each additional 300 grams
here
of
it is.
plastique.
16 damage and 10 armor piercing damage.
Oh, that's
Wow.
pretty good.
Yeah, that's real good. Okie dokie. So
right,
roll your
plus-
bonus damage, and then Rudy's got to do some math of his own.
Dragon meat
4.
C4.
4. So that was for the dynamite. So that's a total of 17.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I wish I'd played this card so I could get another bonus die, but oh well.
Oh well.
Ugh.
What'd you get?
I got Uno.
Uno. Okay, so this is 2 attacks, 1 17, 1. They're both 17, but one is AP 10.
Whew.
Armor pierce 10, which is okay. So, yeah. This doesn't go in his mouth or anything like that, unless one of you were aiming for his mouth. Well, it's too late now. If you're
I was
for the
aiming
mouth-
for a wing.
Okay.
Like I was just trying to hobble him at least.
Okay. So, oh man, my poor dragon. Okie dokie.
Well, I'm about to pull out my M16, so.
He's pretty friggin' tough, I have to say. In fact, he's so tough that the dynamite doesn't really seem to phase him that much. Wow, he is really tough. He's able to swoop out of the way of the dynamite, and the explosion just kind of catches him off guard. It kind of makes him waver a little bit in the air, but seems to not, like, he flinches away and then frowns and says, "I've dealt with fireballs far more dangerous than that." But then the C4 goes off.
The old 1-2.
And that does a bit more. Okay, yeah, that does. Okay, yeah, that seems to hurt him a bit more. That does a wound to him. And he goes, "Okay, I've dealt with fireballs that are not as hard with that. That hurt. Ow, I'm gonna kill you for that," he says.
Great. Victor says we made him mad.
Oh gosh,
You
I'm gonna
did.
make
Good.
I'm gonna make him madder. So Cypress now wants to cast, take his hat off, point towards the dragon. Is gonna cast lightning.
Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
New spell. New spell.
New spell.
New
Yep,
spell.
It is. New spell. So I have to cast conjuration.
Okie doke.
Nope, submit. I rolled a 12, and my conjuration for this is 14. So I think I need to possibility. Is that right? Is that how that works? I can't remember. So my lightning skill is, it says magic 14, conjuration 14.
Mm.
So I'm gonna get it up higher.
Yep.
Okie doke. Remember to
Uh,
tap your cards back in Pruitt because you
Since I have
back in
this.
Salvo because you did your turn.
Submit last.
Get
roll
something ready
was
in that action
6.
pool.
Oh yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Bam.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Bam.
So what level of
Um,
success is this? 21. What you have rolled?
21. So this is it just standard success? Because my
If it's over 5, your DN was 14. So this is
14,
good
so-
success.
Okay, so this is good success. So it's damage plus 1 bonus die. So I roll a d6.
Yes. You've rolled a 5.
5.
What was your damage?
Damage is 16 base,
Ooh.
and so but he also, this ignores 4 points of armor.
Oh, okay. So that helps a lot. Yeah. This will do 2 shock damage to him. So the electricity hits him in his chest, and it like you can see it fizzle all around his body. And again, he kind of wavers a little bit, just like in reaction to the dynamite, but it's a little more significant than before. Dot, I mean, you didn't really take a turn. I'm not going to say that was an action handing people stuff. So if you have anything else you want to do, remember you can do interaction attacks to stymie him.
Yep.
That
Yep.
would be a good call. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How do I want to do that? Who's flying this bird?
I mean, he's intelligent.
Is he
He's
flying
flying
himself?
himself. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then
If you want to do something to help your bird as well, you can do that.
I know. I just can't. I don't know because I could also just shoot a little bit of electricity.
Sure.
But it seems like he's a tough cookie to crack. And it sure would be nice if it was raining. That would make that better. But okay, so I want to try to trick him.
Okay.
I'm hurting. I've also have a wound, but I'm gonna try to trick him. How am I gonna do that? Flick immediately goes into her bag because that's where she keeps all of her extra stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I have literally nothing. I'm gonna stand up on the back of this bird, and I'm just gonna yell at it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna yell at this thing and try to draw its attention away from them, who I know are about to jump on the back of this. I'm gonna try to set them up for success because I know what's coming. So Flick stands up and she goes, blimey, aren't you an ugly bucket of manure? Just flying and insulting people and trying to claim crowns that don't belong to yous? And I go, you, sir, are no gentleman, not like they are. And I point to all the scared people, no doubt.
So, up to this point, he's been speaking with a, gravitas and deep voice. And when you go say that, he goes, "You said what?" And make your attack.
You have
your trick
bad
attack.
hair.
Oh! Yeah! Oi! Oi! I'm
So-
gonna do you! I'm blowing out.
What?
my
I'm
mic.
sorry. What did you want me to roll?
The roll. Is it trick? You trick, right?
Yeah.
So roll
Okay. Trick. Yeah.
This will go against his trick defense, which is his weak. Whoa! That's a success. You rolled
It
a
is.
45. I gotta look up rules. I don't think you hit it. If people have
I didn't
cards to
hit
play,
60. I
if
didn't hit
people
60.
have cards to play to give her the opportunity to roll again, now is the time to do
Let's
it.
see what
Because
I
if she
have.
hits 60 here in Asyle, that means that magic happens.
I was so proper. I made magic happen. Add +3 to another
Wait.
character.
Is Trick a charisma, mind, or spirit?
Trick is mind.
Mind.
Okay.
Yeah, mind.
I am going to play the leadership card.
Okay. Tell us about the leadership card.
Play to place 2 cards into another character's card pool directly from your hand or pool.
Okay.
Immediately refill your hand.
Pool-
And that is the card that I just put in my pool to use.
Okay, so
Nice.
remember, pool means that you can play immediately. So what 2 cards are you going to give to Flick?
So in playing this, I'm going to give her this, and I'm going to just put them out here. I'm going to give her this willpower card, which gives her a +3 to any.
So it
Okay.
isn't the result we're going for; it's the role we're going for. Remember?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna give her this hero card, which you can play as a possibility.
Okay.
Oh.
Is that? I don't know if that helps.
I
I was gonna give her those 2.
I think it does.
Because basically I could still roll possibility
Yeah.
and add to the 45.
Yes, you could.
Correct? Okay, that totally works. So I'll play that card then and get a free possibility out of this. The roll was 45.
The roll was 45.
Oh.
Total roll is a 55.
55.
And technically, I've not actually played a real possibility point this
Which
turn.
is always a 10. So you will definitely hit.
Anybody have anything to play at 60?
I think it's just 60 or higher. So
60 or higher. Well, there we go. We
you
did
don't
it.
even have to roll. Oh, boysies. Okay, the law of enchantment. Like a humming noise comes over you, Flick. And so what
Ridiculous.
one of your items that must fit within Isle's tech axiom.
Okay.
So that means your glove of power is not one of them.
Does not count. I have only one item.
So it can do +1, or we can head
Okay.
on over to the old magic treasure table,
Oh.
and we can roll on that bad boy, and then that will take effect instead. Some of the
Okay.
items include Circlet of Protection, Scroll of Open Lock, Scroll of Sharpness, Ointment of Invisibility, Elixir of Magic. Lots of fun, like, bonuses
That
or
sounds
things
fun
that can
because
happen.
literally the only thing I have that would not that it's either my multi-tool or my lockpicks. Everything else on me is not
Mhm.
it's too tech based. So
So, I don't think this has to fit within the axiom, actually. If this gets magical, I'm gonna go with that.
Then I have.
If you roll on the table, it can be any item. It doesn't have to be within the tech axiom of Isle, which is very low.
Okay, well, I don't have dynamite anymore, and
It
I
doesn't
don't
matter
have
with
the
them. I
C4,
don't care.
but I do have this set of electric handcuffs
Oh, okay.
that
You
I
wanna use
stole.
those?
I have a bit of a problem. Yeah, we can do that.
All right, roll a d20. Here we go. Roll. Ooh,
Okay,
enchantment.
roll
This
a
is
D20. Boom, 13.
13. Shield of
Fucking
fire
13.
resistance.
It's important.
Good now.
So now your handcuffs are +4 bonus to toughness against fire attacks.
That's great, but you have to wear them probably. So you have to.
Probably.
You have to.
Just snap them both on one wrist.
Yeah, I was
say
gonna
on
say.
one, yeah.
That's a pretty sweet bracelet. The double
It is a-
handcuff
yeah.
look. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Or
Like a
you can
chain.
protect somebody else by.
Oh yeah, now you both have
Having it
+4
then on
fire
them.
resistance, and you are currently
Yeah.
being attacked by an enemy that breathes fire. So how about
That's
that?
really good. That's solid because I don't
Yeah.
think Flick can take another hit from
You you feel a warm glowy feeling in your back pocket, and then you take out the the handcuffs, and now they're like dark red. They were before they were like a metal club, but now they're and they've got like sweet fire like on the side of your sweet van. You know, your van has
Yeah.
the flames.
all of that. Yeah.
So now it's on your handcuffs
airbrush.
too. Your handcuffs match your van, which is every young woman's dream, I'm sure.
It is for Flick. Flick takes one in and slaps it on. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on. Cypress is probably nearby. So
Yeah.
Cypress gets one end.
Oh,
I'll clip it
jeez.
onto my wrist too. So now we're handcuffed together. But we're both fire resistant, which is nice. And
Yes.
Flick continues. You smell as bad as my mother's knickers.
What?
You
Ja-
don't
Oh.
even deserve to be able to take on such a form.
Your manners are lacking, madam, he says.
I'm no madam.
Ah,
Ah!
ah, ah. You just keep doing that to each other
Yeah.
for the rest of the encounter, we'll say.
Now, I technically am gonna help set them up for a little bit of success, right, from this too,
Oh, yes.
because that was like the goal.
Yeah, oh
was to,
yeah,
like,
you super hit. Yeah, so
Okay, cool.
this actually, oh man, I forgot. When you roll this well, you not only, so this is an outstanding success using an interaction attack, which means you can choose to double stymie, double vulnerable, or 1-in-1, and you get some narrative control of the scene. So for example, before you're like, I wish it was raining, we could say it is now raining. Like,
Oh, yes. Okay, this is cool. I'm gonna go ahead and say let's do 1-in-1 only because he's gonna try to attack, and I just know that they're gonna go attack him. So we'll do 1-in-1,
okay.
and we'll say Flick gets really angry. And she like raises her power glove in the sky, and for some odd weird reason it starts to rain.
Yeah.
And I look down and I'm like, electricity, rain, bad.
I will give favor. Electricity attacks are now favored, which means you essentially have advantage, or you have.
I was about to say
advantage.
they actually have a mechanism for it. I believe it gives
Oh, is that built into the game rules?
It's built
That would
into my
make sense.
glove. How about
Oh,
that? It's
okay.
built into the glove.
Sure.
I don't know about the actual magic part.
Yeah, so that would apply to Cypress's lightning attack as well. Okay, then that is the end of the turn. The eagle cannot move forward because of the card, except now he can, because the next card is called They Hesitate. This is good for you heroes. The villain goes first, but he is fatigued on this turn, which means that also Trick was one of our actions, whatever they're called, whatever. You get a destiny card. Dot.
I was gonna say we need we need to I was trying to draw up on the destiny.
Shuffle. I think it works now.
Yeah,
Try and grab one.
you first though, Salvo.
Okay, cool. So he is fatigued, which means he takes 2 shock. Just like the rain, suddenly he's like, I hate rain. I like fire. And so as the rain comes down, he is not into it. So yeah. it's bad for flying. And the eagle's
Bad.
like, maybe for him. That's how the eagle talks. Okay. Dragon goes first. He's going to try and catch you. He's going to make a dexterity check and try and catch up to you. Ba-ba-ba-ba. So his DN is 12 actually when flying. And he hits it, which means he will move on to step B, which means he is catching up on you, very much so. That is going to be his turn. One of you can roll for the eagle. The eagle's got to hit a 12 again for his dex. His dex is a 10. So if someone has dex 10, then they can roll, and we'll just take their. I'm getting head shakes.
Not me.
Dex
terrible.
I have Dex 10.
Okay, cool. So then you just roll, and we'll say that's the eagle's roll.
Boom.
Okay, bam, 18. That succeeds as well. So the eagle is able to, with some fancy maneuvering, outpace the dragon just barely. So you're still pretty close to each other.
Mhm.
Definitely throwable distance, definitely jumpable distance, if that needs
So we
to
can
happen.
throw a person?
Yeah, you can Gimli it, definitely.
Okay, sweet.
And it is now your turn, heroes.
Seeing the rain and what compatriots are doing here, Salvo looks at Ice Cold and looks down at his knuckles, knowing what he's seen him do with those, and be like, I think that'll work better over there, don't you?
Yeah.
Shall we dance? and he takes his hands, and I'm going to throw Ice Cold. I don't know. Wait. I could probably jump over there. I have an 11 strength.
Mm-hmm.
Is that enough, do you think?
Jumping's more of a dex skill.
Oh, it's more of a
Where I come
dex.
from.
I mean, I got a
Yeah.
10 dex also.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at Beck. How are you, Beck? You need help?
I can make it.
Oh.
I have some-
looks,
I have some
back.
payback
I'm gonna
for
say
this
it's,
dragon.
okay. Listen, it's gonna be hard to jump to the dragon. Okay, I'm gonna go with the old 16, and you're like high in the air, flying. He's kind of level with you, so you're gonna have to get a hell of a running start on your relatively small eagle. So it is not gonna be easy to do. DN 16.
I want it.
Maybe I don't know. If you miss, then you're gonna be falling. You're gonna be plummeting. Maybe old Cypress has got some magic to help you not hit the ground so hard.
Oh no. I
Oh
do
no.
not.
So
I could roast you like a marshmallow. I could shock you to death, and maybe I could disguise your corpse, but there ain't much I can do to save you.
So this is a risky one. Ice Cold's in. He's into it. But I'm just
I mean, Salvo looks at Beck. He doesn't need much encouragement.
Let's do it.
all right. Here we go. You guys really putting the GM in a position here. Okie dokie. So, like I said, DN 16, Dex check, or any other relevant skill that you can think of. I'm open to.
All right,
hearing
Dex it
things.
is.
Sounds like it's gonna be just straight Dex.
Oh no, I am possibilitying with that.
Okay, Shauna rolled a 4. That's how my hair
It's already
represents
going
how I'm
well.
feeling right now.
It's going
Maybe the eagle can save us.
Okay, we can figure something out. Yeah, that's okay. He'll spend his turn trying to save you instead. Okay.
Jeez. Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
Shauna
never
exploded some
mind.
dice. Ooh, Shauna with a
Wow, that was
41.
21.
Only
A
19
much-needed
away
possibility points.
Yeah.
from if you
Oh.
have a card, maybe you too
I
can
don't have
an
a card for that one.
I was
Okay.
about to say, do I? I don't.
I have a card. You could have. I have a
Salvo,
card.
unfortunately, with Salvo just makes
my-
it with his possibility.
Oh, wow.
With a 16. All right.
Oh wait. Ooh. Can I maybe I jump first and just put the bat out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mid-air,
Yeah.
you see Salvo's kind of like, oh, and you put your bat behind
Just
you, and
swing underneath, so he
Yeah.
flips underneath on the other side of the dragon.
All right, Ice
Yeah.
Cold's gonna try and
Yeah.
jump over too.
Oh, it's cold. Come on.
Okay,
Oh.
he's gonna make it because he has possibility points. He's gonna spend his possibility points too.
Want to try to get to 60, Beck?
Okay, Ice Cold also
it
joins you.
might
and
be-
his electric.
Let's
Sorry.
try. If it's something.
I just have transfer. I don't know. You already used a possibility. Could you use another possibility if I transferred some of my possibilities to you?
What is the card? No, you're limited to
Okay.
one possibility point
Okay,
unless
that's
you
fine,
have a
yeah.
specific card that says use this like a possibility,
Okay, gotcha.
or you have a card that grants up.
Gotcha. Okay.
All
Never
right.
mind now.
Before I end, I'm gonna use flurry.
Ooh.
So that just means
read that
I
out
get
loud.
your character gets
It's a
initial
destiny
turn this round. After every hero has acted, the character may not benefit from or.
So you get a second turn,
small.
right? Is that what Flurry does? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a really great card.
I just want to make sure, is us jumping over our whole action, yes?
Yes. I think that's
Okay.
warrants your whole action. But now Beck gets to go again because she
Alright,
played
cool.
Flurry. So you
She's gonna attack this dragon.
This looks very
This is what you
similar
came here
to
for.
T-Rex, the certain
Yep.
T-Rex encounter where
Yep.
so you've got your chainsaw, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna try and just chainsaw down, like I think I said, an insane lumberjack when referencing
Yeah.
the T-Rex.
Try and go for it. It's
I think
like
insane
it's like
lumberjack Beck is back. So
Yep.
go ahead and roll it up. 15. This is this is ice cold. I'm looking at, not the dragon.
15.
15 just hits. No good or outstanding successes, but it does
Mhm.
hit.
Just want to let it know I'm here. So it's a little bit
He's
of-
aware. So that's
good.
14 damage.
Mhm.
You cannot get through this dragon's scaly hide with just your chainsaw.
That's fine. Just start
He
fight.
is a very tough boy.
Mm-hmm. It's good. It's good stuff.
But he's like, "What the hell is going on back there? What is that? What is that thing you have? What is
Round 2.
happening?" He's frazzled. Okay. So we have Beck. Beck is gone. Salvo's gone. So Cypress and Flick. What would you like to do?
There are people on this dragon now. I'm not gonna lightning bolt this dragon.
I mean,
It's a big dragon.
you
It
think,
is.
if you focus your
That's
lightning
true.
bolt, you don't know
On his
that.
face.
Yeah. Oh, you're not. Yeah. it would just target him. It's not like a
Okay.
blast or an AOE.
Okay. Well, then I will do that then.
Okay.
So again with the conjuration, submit. What? No, I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1. Lucky you that this is a magical
Yeah.
axiom. Otherwise, you may be in a problem.
I have a card I can play for myself in my pool to play it as a possibility.
Okay, because you can't use a possibility point on ones. Something I often forget, but I'm now remembering.
So I have hero. Play this card.
You rolled a
as
1
a-
and still had a 6 as a result.
Yeah.
You are
I
a magic
am
person.
yes.
Yeah.
So I have hero, which I can't read because it's so tiny. Play this card as a possibility.
Okay, cool. So you
Essentially,
can use
so-
that instead.
Yep.
Maybe.
Modifiers submit. Rolled 1. I need 14.
14. Oh, 21. So that
There we
is a
go.
good success.
Which is a good success.
Yes,
So 16
yes.
plus my bonus die. 3.
So that is 19.
19 plus whatever you were saying. My ignores 4 armor and what was it? Did you
It
just give us something
favored,
for-
which means that you can roll again. Right now, you have a good success. You can just roll everything again and go for an outstanding success if you want.
Okay, so I'll try that. So
But wouldn't that
conjuration.
mean that maybe you didn't roll that 1?
It would mean you didn't roll that one. Whoops.
Uh,
If you want to recover that card, and we'll rewind time, and you can go ahead and roll again.
Okay. Shoot. Clicking is a thing.
12. So if you want to spend a possibility on that,
Yes.
you can. Or you can
Okay.
spend that card on that.
I want to save that card for once.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and do possibility. 6 is the roll. Submit.
Okay,
24.
24. So that is an outstanding success now, which means you can
So,
roll 2d6.
2d6, which is a 6. and a
6.
1.
So that's 6 plus you rolled a 6 and a 1, which means you get to
Mhm.
re-roll that 6. It counts as a 5. Enough. Okay, so that's
Holy crap. 5,
It's like-
5,
Like
1.
2 6s.
yeah.
So that's 11 right there.
Okay.
Plus the 16. So that is 27.
Yes, and you ignore 4 armor, or you?
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
It
okay.
ignores 4 armor.
So, oof. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow.
Right in his
okay.
eyeball.
Yeah. Wow. That really hurts. That is maybe the strongest attack we've had all game. Wow. Yeah. So Beck, Ice Cold, and Salvo all feel like you feel the stat. It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't damage you, but you can feel the electricity bubbling off the skin. Like it gets in him, and his eyes like turn blue for a second, and it's just like all over him. He's super static. Like your hair, the 3 of you, your hair like plops, like flies up in the air because of
Cape's just
the
sticking out
electricity.
by
Yeah, your
itself.
cape just like it starts sticking to you, and you're like, no, stop. Get off. I don't want that. You're supposed to flap in the wind. It's yeah. So he is looking real bad. Yeah, he is like, what magic is this? I've never seen such stronger magic in all of Isle, he says. That's the third different voice I've done for the dragon. Continuity? No, thank you. All right. So, Flick, it is now your turn. You have.
I think Flick is gonna follow suit and use her arm to add some more electricity to his day. So this glove fires a powerful bolt of electricity.
Yes.
Attack using energy weapons or dexterity and cause 13 damage. Okay. I think this is how I do this. Yes, but I rolled so poorly.
But
okay.
Remember, we're favored here, so you can just roll again. You rolled a 2.
So I can possibility.
So no, you just re-roll.
Just
You
re-roll.
can take the second. Yeah.
The favorite is like advantage in D&D.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense.
Whoa! All right.
Boom.
Much better. Okay.
Yeah. You rolled
now,
a 15. Oh, wounded.
There is a light rain, which means dangerous when wet. Increase the damage by 2 in a light rain. So it goes to 15.
15.
Wait, why didn't that explode?
So on a something on a possibility, it doesn't. Or no, wait.
Oh wait, I bet you did. I not do that right?
No.
Oh, is it because I was wounded?
Maybe. I don't know why it didn't explode. It looks like you've rolled a 20, but it also looks like it did not explode. I'm gonna trust roll 20 here.
That's fine.
It's a hit.
It's a hit. Okay, cool. So 15.
So you do 15 damage?
Correct. Oh wait. When an attack or weapon results in bonus damage, did I do bonus damage?
You did not.
No. Okay, never mind then. I was about to say I have a specialty weapon. This is considered it, but it doesn't count.
So Amber's lightning just surges throughout his body. Your lightning hits his chest and kind of fizzles.
Yeah, it like smashes into him.
Yeah, and he's like,
Great.
Did someone else attack me? Did something else just happen? That must have been the aftershock from that first attack that hurt so much.
Can I play a card?
Yeah, probably, yeah. What
Okay,
does your card
I'm
do?
gonna play. This might actually change that. Okay, I'm playing Coup de Grace.
Coup de grace, yeah.
Is what that says. I can't see it. Okay. Play to add a bonus die to the damage of your success attack.
Okay.
Maybe played after rolling other bonus die and seeing the result.
Nice. Okay, so roll a d6.
Okay.
This one now definitely hurt him. He was just outside the threshold. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So
Okay.
now you're at what was your 50? This is an 18 now? Is that
15, 18 now.
Okay, yeah.
And does that qualify because I did bonus damage?
That is bonus. Yeah. What is that
When-
in reference to?
When an attack with a weapon results in bonus damage, the player may re-roll any ones. Did I roll any ones? And accept the new result if the weapon is ever lost. I don't think
You
I
did not
actually
roll any
rolled
ones.
Okay,
But-
well then it doesn't actually count.
That still does. So there's a second surge out of your glove. And that hits
I don't
him.
like your attitude.
He's like, oh, I shouldn't be so mocking when being attacked by my foe. Okay,
There you go.
here we go. So let's move on. Everyone has gone, including our eagle, including the dragon. And we're going to move on. The next
Somebody
card
move a card into their pool.
is called... Yeah, everybody be
good
sure to
call.
tap a card. Move a
Just
card from your hand to your
read
action
that.
pool. Into the fire. Dramatic scene. Heroes go first. They get the advantage of a surge. A surge, of course, means that everyone on this side must check. Oh, Surge is bad. That's right. Surge is bad. All the usage, all the magic, all the wild stuff that's going on, suddenly, like, time slows down. And for a moment, you see an airplane flying by you in the sky as the axiom kind of, like, everything kind of gets wavy and time, like, reality starts to get funky. So everyone roll a reality check to make sure that they're not thrown out of the reality. Please read them out loud as you get them. As you roll them.
I got a 12. Is that good? Is this a
I
base
rolled-
reality check?
A 17.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you don't get a 1 through 4, we're good.
5.
5. Okay.
19.
19. Okay, everybody's good. So you see, like I said, you see that shimmer, you see suddenly an airplane flying by, and then it kind of disappears and everything comes back and you're flying on the back of an eagle as the dragon chases you. It is your turn, heroes. You get to go first. This dragon is not looking good. He's looking both injured and also you can see his eyes are kind of wild. Like he's like, oh my goodness, I've bit off more than I can chew here. I did not expect this amount of difficulty from these people.
Quick question. You can only play one destiny card per turn, right?
No. If you've got them
You play
tapped, you can go to town. You
Because
can play them at any
two,
point. Yeah.
I have 2 perfect cards right now for
All right. Shall you go
so-
then? Shall you begin our turn?
Yeah, so Salvo, as he gets on the dragon, he's running to the dragon's like shoulder joint where the wing attaches,
Sure.
right?
Yes.
So
like a chicken.
I want to try to cripple one of this dragon's wings. That's what I'm
Ooh.
going for. And I have a couple of cards. I hope this works. All right, Reality Raiders. Let's get raiding.
That's the name of the bad guys, but okay.
Whatever.
You
Okay.
rolled a 15.
So that's a 15.
Yes, that's a hit.
I'm gonna go ahead and play this drama card,
Okay.
which allows me to
Destiny
play
card.
it as a possibility.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pop that, and then hopefully we'll I don't know, we'll see.
We'll
What
see.
happens.
15. You're currently his DN is a 14, so you're currently at a success. 22. You're now at a good success. 1 bonus die.
And then I want to go ahead and possibility that.
Okay.
And my last roll was a 13.
It was a
Or-
23 actually.
So, but for this one, do I put 13 or 23?
You put 23. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
All
right.
So 25. Oh wait, no, that's enough. That's an outstanding success. That's 11 over his DN, which means that
Awesome.
you get 2 bonus dice.
And then I'm also playing coup de grace.
Okay, that's
So I get 3 bonus dice.
3 bonus dice total. Wow. And your base
So-
attack is 14?
It's 13.
13. Okay.
13, so
Plus
that's
8.
21 damage.
So, oh man. Okay. This is what happens. You run up and like punch downwards like some sort of Greek god smashing the ground, like some sort of special Hercules move. And you are punching him mercilessly, and you hear a distinct crack as you clearly like sever the joint or you break the joint, just like when you're carving a turkey dinner. And you hear him cry out in pain, and you begin to plummet. The 3 of you the dragon starts going down. He has lost all like control or feeling in that one wing, and he's flapping kind of like wildly with the other wing, trying to regain altitude, but he's going down, baby. He's going down, and he's going into a spin. So you all have the opportunity to leap back to the eagle, who, seeing this, turns around and is able to fly closer to you, but not like full on swoop underneath you. So everybody needs to make a dexterity check. Not you. I'm sorry, not Dot. Beck. Sorry,
Okay,
not
so we
everybody.
don't
I did
okay,
say
we don't
everybody.
have- okay.
You don't have to make a dexterity check. Beck and Salvo have to make a dexterity check to jump from. So
Nice.
Beck succeeds. This is a DN 16 again. Beck succeeds, Pruitt got
I'm
a
gonna-
12. Salvo got a
I'm a
12.
possibility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably good.
Yeah.
18. Okay, cool.
Ooh, ice cold.
The two of you leap over, and Ice Cold leaps, but like missteps as he jumps off, and misses your outstretched hand, Pruitt, and is falling. And you make eye contact briefly, and he says, "It was worth it," and then just falls down and plummets to the ground and falls out of your line of sight.
Salvo screams in rage as the rain and maybe some thunder accompanies it as he feels his heart breaking just as hard as that dragon's shoulder joint.
And that is the end of our act in Asyle. It's Salvo reaching down over the edge of the eagle, screaming as lightning and thunder go off in the background.
Beck didn't get that memo what was going on. So she's actually confused. Like last time she remembered
Yeah, I think
they were
everybody's
fighting.
a little confused. The eagle's like, "Whoa, what's with that guy?"
Like, weren't we fighting? The little hamster like on the wheel is just like, we were fighting him last time, right?
Yes. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. Unfortunately, Shauna is going to have to leave us at this point and will not be with us the rest of the session. Thank you, Shauna. Where can people find you online, as they should?
Hey, find me on Twitter at Flying Cirrus, on Instagram, all that stuff for art that I do and the games that I play, including on Wednesdays it's Embers in the Ashes, a Blades in the Dark game on Savric's channel on Wednesdays.
My pal Hannah is in that game too. I didn't.
Yeah,
you
we
got a
are
great
terrifying,
group.
and I
Sure.
think everyone is scared. Everyone, we are mean. We're a mean group.
Hey, it's Blades in the Dark. You can be a mean group and not get found
Yeah.
at. So, I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Shauna. We will see you next week. So, you have all. Oh, I forgot to say this. Everybody gains 5 experience. We are at the end of an act. Dot, you gain 5 possibility points as promised
Righto.
for that fine accent craft. It is a craft.
It was magical. We
Yes.
learned.
What a pun. And everybody gets to draw back up to 4 destiny cards. And remember, you can discard and replace 1 if you don't like it.
Right.
But does anybody have anything really neat?
Yeah,
that they
I
wanna
think I'm
tell
gonna
the
get rid of the
class about?
supporter card, not because I don't feel supportive. I don't. I do. I'm just kidding.
You don't need a card to feel supported.
But I don't. Yeah, but exactly. All right, but I'm gonna draw a fresh one because I've been sitting on that one for a while.
I literally drew the exact same 2 cards that Salvo just played. Except this time it's called Hero, but same thing. Use it as a possibility, and I got coup de grace. So,
Nice.
hey, I'm ready to roll, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of alertness, which is you
What
notice
is
an
alert-
otherwise you notice an otherwise unseen item, clue, or event. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
really? That seems fun
Maybe.
to me. So you can
Alertness
remember
may-
you can play your destiny cards outside of combat freely.
Sure. Alertness may be played out of your hand at the start of an ambush to prevent the heroes from being surprised. But I don't.
So can I play a card right now? 'Cause this is fun.
Yes.
I'm gonna play the rally card
Okay.
right now since we are doing this.
Hmm.
And it's fun, and I dig this.
Mhm.
It is all players may discard as many cards as they wish from their hands. Players may then immediately refill them.
Are you going to
All right.
discard cards, Dot?
I think
Yes.
I'm just gonna draw a new one because I didn't want to have that one.
Okay. Yeah,
It
that's
seemed like the
kinda
perfect
an
way to
okay
like
card.
play it. It felt like a fun way to play it.
Yeah.
What do I get? Okay, great. I took second wind again, which we
Oh,
all
sure.
know Flick needs.
That's the shock. Yeah,
So
that's a great
yeah,
card.
Yeah.
Flick will hang on to that one.
Yeah.
Do I just want to get a whole new hand? That'd be fun.
Now's
I'm just
the
gonna make a
chance.
whole
That
new
is pretty
hand.
fun. Whoa, fun.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
How do I
see?
get rid of these? Just to drag them onto the board?
Yeah, just
drag,
delete
drag
'em.
them on
Drag and
and,
delete.
and
Yeah.
There you go.
Pruitt, you're
So
happy
then
with
I'll-
what you got, right?
Oh, I am on cloud.
Look at
9.
he's glowing. Look at him.
Salvo isn't. I am. Is my,
Oh,
is
sure.
my flag straight? There we go. We're good.
Okay.
We're good.
If I'm gonna break the
Cards,
flag
good
code, I'm gonna do
Make
it in
old-
style.
We'll Pruitt a
Got
little
two,
bit bigger here.
got 2 adrenaline cards. Boo. idea. Gain a clue or insight indicating the next
Everybody
course of
bigger.
action your hero should take or play to make the approved action on the drama tag.
There.
Any. That's nice. Second chance. Okay, cool.
Okay. Cool. Everybody's happy. All right. So you return back to the USS Ronald Reagan, where Quinn Sebastian has his headquarters. Yes. So, Salvo is. Oh, sure. Yeah. Please. This is the leader of the Delphi Council.
Flick comes in and gets out of her.
Change to your. Oh, also, I think that maybe a bird lands on your shoulder at some point, Cypress, with a scroll from the Starman himself.
Ooh.
Is his name Ziggy and/or Stardust?
It is also him. It's signed to like all of his weird titles that David Bowie had at the bottom. And he says, I saw your nope, not gonna do it. I saw your fight with the dragon. I was very impressed. I know you're helping fight back against the High Lords, but when you're done, the offer to take you as an apprentice is still open.
I fold it up and put it in my pocket.
Yeah. Hang on to that bad boy. Cool. So, I mean, what's Salvo, I don't want to jump into the next mission briefing until I get a little bit. Salvo, where's your head at? How's your mindset right now? What's your willpower?
How did we get back to the USS Ronald Reagan?
Oh, it's a somber
helicopter?
return from the Eagle to a boat there's another aircraft carrier off the coast of England, and then from there you can take like a flight back in a hangar jet or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as we land, Salvo just gets off the plane or helicopter, and Kate flapping in the wind. I'm pretty sure there's probably a light rain, a very sad rain, and he goes straight to the bar. He knows that Quinn Sebastian has it's heaven. There's like 8 different kinds of bourbon.
There's like all sorts of weird imported stuff from other cosms that have been like snuck on here, like brands and things you've never heard of that are like they'll put you on your butt.
And I'm not sure if he's particular about his booze. Salvo normally never really partook. But he just walks straight to it, and he pops the cork, and he doesn't even pour glass. He just starts drinking straight from the bottle.
Oh.
As he just kind of plops down in a chair and stares out a window. One tear, or maybe it's just rain, streaks down his cheek.
What is that?
And gets lost in his beard.
Oh. All right. So you're not even at the meeting with Quinn Sebastian. You're just at the bar.
And unless somebody comes and gets him, that's where he is.
Well, Quinn Sebastian actually sends a beeper thing to you two. What are those called? He beeps you? Pager, yeah, he pages you. It's the 80s. He pages you, you two, and says...
I break out my super cool page.
Yeah, it's like big. Oh, nice sody. Coke syrup. And says, it says like, would like to meet with you. Salvo doesn't need to come if he's not up to it.
There's no 911. Salvo just throws his pager against the wall.
No. You don't get it. It's just to flick in Cypress.
I lean to Cypress.
I
feel like he's in mourning.
Yeah, I think we should just leave him be.
Oh man, I just had the craziest idea
could,
that I can't wait to. No,
he could.
I can't wait to do later.
Seems
okay,
to be
cool.
In need of a friend. Maybe we should bring him along. Make him come with us.
Oh.
I don't know how. I look at the two of us, and I look at.
We're still handcuffed together.
Yeah, we're still.
Hey, did you have the key to those handcuffs?
I had to lockpick them.
I mean, I don't really have much of a choice. If you start going off to go talk to Salvo, I'm gonna have to follow.
Salvo. We are due for a debrief.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe a mission will help you occupy your mind.
It's not my mind I'm worried about. It's
Okay.
my heart.
All right.
Thanks for that setup.
You get a possibility point.
That's wonderful.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Salvo stands up and he drains whatever he drank. He just grabbed a bottle, and he like finishes it. And,
Pre-mixed margarita.
Yeah. Hey, seriously. It's amazing.
Well, would you want to go for a ride in the van?
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah.
I mean, you're on a aircraft carrier at the moment.
Oh,
Right
when we
around.
get back, we'll go for a ride in the van.
Yeah, you just go
Well,
up
I'll
and
take
down
the
the
crash
strip.
the
Yeah,
runway.
Okay, so you get to Quinn Sebastian's office, and he actually, you knock on the door. Normally, his assistant lets you in, and he's got his feet up on the table doing his cigar thing. But he meets you at the door and opens it and like invites you in. And there's like usually kind of crappy chairs, but there are actually 4 nice chairs waiting for you. And he says, sit down. I think we need to talk. I know I've been pushing you hard. It's been mission after mission after mission. It's because I know you're some of the best heroes we have on our side. But even, every great leader needs to recognize when his people are tired and need a break and need a vacation. First off, this thing, and he hands you the crown. Our boys in research figured out what it does. It grants you +1 defense on unarmed and melee. He says it in a way that no, you know what? He says it exactly like that. It'll make sense once you're wearing it. And also, when you're wearing it, people who are loyal to the High Lord kind of have this aura around them when you look at them. Very similar to a movie where a guy has sunglasses, and when he looks at people, he knows they're aliens. It's like that. So if you wear it, you can tell. Yeah, I mean, this is there are spies everywhere. So being able to see if they live as spies is obviously going to be really helpful to you. Plus, it looks badass to be walking around with a crown on.
Yeah. So I lean over to Cypress. I'm like, not that I don't like your hat or anything, but
So it's like a crown.
Yeah.
It's like a crown that it's more like a head. What am I thinking of? Like a head
tiara?
No, not a tiara,
you're
but
thinking
like
like the band.
yeah, the band.
Oh, a
you know what I
circlet.
mean? Yeah, like a
circlet,
circlet.
yeah.
I'm saying bracelet,
Gotcha.
but yeah, like a circlet-y kind of deal.
Like a
So
tiara. Oh.
You could wear
So
it under the cap.
you could wear it under your
Yeah.
hat, or under a headband, or under red hair.
So I put my hand up, sir.
He like points at you and says, "Yes, Flick. I would like to hear your question."
Can we have that one?
That one.
The crown.
Yeah, I'm giving you the crown.
What about the
But
mate?
you wouldn't give us some.
Oh,
Flick doesn't understand. The last time she asked her, he was like, "No, I'm keeping this one."
well, that was because you didn't do something I asked you to do, or something. I don't know. I had parameters.
Yeah.
You didn't complete the
Yeah,
side
it's-
quest
it's
last
'cause he
time.
wanted that
You didn't
mage
complete the
hand.
side
He
quest
wanted
this
that-
time
He wanted
either.
that mage hand.
Could we possibly trade? Cause like.
You would rather have the mage hand instead
Oh,
of
I would
hat?
much rather
Could we
have
just
the
have
mage.
the
all-
Salvo? I would like to answer your question.
I need to start learning to raise my hand.
It's your game right now.
What's my game right now? To defeat the High Lords and save Earth.
And like Salvo looks around the room at the chairs and him.
No game. I am a good leader. That is what we did a whole thing, and I realize I've been making mistakes. And so now I am trying to I'm going to change my outlook and change my attitude. And that's why I wanted to give you this. And he hands you a paper, and it says Pan Pacifica Gladiatorial Games and Video Game Competition. And he says, I am giving you all tickets to this. If you would like, you can go to the Pan Pacifica Gladiatorial Games and Video Game Tournament. the coolest arcade in Japan. And if you
No, we
think
have to take
arcades
the
are cool in
band.
America, wait till you'll see arcades in Japan. They're like 1994 level cool. We're in 1987. They're in 1994. That's how cool it is.
I can't even fathom that.
Pretty
We're not time
unfathomable.
travelers,
Yeah.
man.
Well, no. So that is my Makeopa to being kind of a hard ass who hasn't been the nicest guy. I'm under a lot of stress, but I'm trying to change that and make things right. Do you accept my invitation? You see there are 4 plane tickets and 4 like badges with like you can enter any game and play in any arcade
We have
tournament.
con
or whatever.
passes?
You have the super level con passes, super premium
heck yes.
pass.
Flick snatches one.
I'll only do it if you give her the breastplate. And he points at Cypress.
Roll persuasion.
Oh, is it the
Wait.
was it the breastplate that gives the mage hand stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Roll persuasion favored.
Oh yeah, it was.
Uh,
else do we
oh,
get?
you
We
want
got
me
the
to roll
breastplate?
persuasion?
Oh, and the
Whoever
cape.
wants to.
I want the breastplate.
Whoever wants to roll persuasion can.
Oh,
I don't think
Okay,
we
that's
want
not
Flick
good.
to do that.
But it's favored, so you re-roll. He rolled a 2. Okay, he rolled a 2 again.
Oh no.
I'm going to use a
Poor drunk
possibility.
Man.
Real? Okay.
I really
Wants
want
it. We want
DN 12. He's open to it, but still loves it. Okay, good.
everybody has
So-
a cool weapon thing now.
Salvo rolled a 14. He's like, you know what? You deserve a reward.
That's right.
Oh.
So you get the breastplate, which gives you the mage hand ability and
Yes.
maybe a defense. I don't remember.
I can't remember.
So we're gonna say no. It just gives you mage.
I mean, it
hand.
is a breastplate, shouldn't it? Or function as some kind
Yeah,
of
but
armor?
it's made of like bronze. It's not real armor.
I tried, sorry.
That's
Not real
It's
armor.
not real armor.
That's sad.
Certainly not in the
Right.
Pan Pacifica where they have guns.
I'll make a note of that.
I mean, I figured it was magical, so it worked regardless.
Where's all my paper? Okay.
Roll a D2, Pruitt. On a 1, it gives armor bonus. Listen,
I
when you
will
got roll
fight to
20,
the-
you roll all sorts of dice when you got roll 20. It's basically flip a coin.
Yeah, okay. Odds is 1, evens is 2.
Okay, you rolled a 3, which means
So,
that
odds is 1.
you wait. I said roll a D2 and you rolled a D4.
Well, I know. So that's what I was saying. Odds is
Odds.
1, evens is 2.
It's 2,
So,
so
okay.
it would
that
have
was
been
an
a one.
odd, so that's a 1.
Okay, yeah. All right, fine. So that gives you +2 toughness on top. We won't give armor bonus. We'll give a toughness bonus.
Yeehaw. +2 armor. Mage hand. This will be great.
That's a win-win.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I don't know what. Yeah, we'll talk about how to use Mage Hand later because I'm sure
Yep.
it uses apportation as
Which,
its
yeah.
base, which you're not trained in. We'll talk about how to work later.
Oh, I'm
Or,
trained.
I'm sorry, you are trained in apportation. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's the other one.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So yes, do you accept my gift or my reward to you because you have all earned it? It is not a gift; it is a reward, a bonus, if you will.
Is all that we're going to
Gladly.
be doing is playing games and relaxing?
All you will be doing is playing games and relaxing.
That shake my hand, spitting it first.
What's the inside equivalent in this game again?
You try.
No, it's
You looking for like street? No, not streetwise.
I
Shoot.
guess it would be.
Whatever it is, I don't know. I don't have it.
You can roll streetwise.
Oh Lord.
I forget these things. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No.
He
I
seems
don't.
sincere. He's
All
turned a
right.
new leaf. He wants you guys to have a great time at the Pan Pacifica Gladiatorial Games and Video Game Tournament.
I accept this reward.
Great. Your flight leaves in the morning. What is Flick's favorite video game, arcade game?
87.
We can be loosey-goosey with timelines here, so it doesn't have
I
to
was
be...
about to say it would obviously it would be a joystick. It needs to be something good. Like, I mean, we know she holds the top in Galaga. Like, let's not even. We're not gonna get us to. Actually, you know what? Next time I'm wearing my Galaga tee.
Ooh.
Yeah, her favorite's probably Galaga.
Galaga.
But she's pretty good at all kinds of stuff. Yeah, and then somewhere in there, if time doesn't matter, the Turtles games.
Sure.
And then I think she probably has a crush on April O'Neil.
You got an April O'Neil thing going on right now with the yellow.
Oh, I have a whole April O'Neil cosplay, whatever. Yeah. But yeah.
Okay, cool.
See that?
Yes. So, the Pan Pacifica Gladiatorial Games and Video Game
Galaga.
Tournament, which includes Galaga, of course.
Yeah.
That's the one you're a little guy and you shoot at aliens, right? I mean, that's all the games, right? You're a little guy who shoots at aliens.
You're a little
Bottom.
ship and you shoot other ships. Yes.
What's your
Oh,
high
okay.
level?
We're talking real
My
Galaga?
personal highest level?
IRL?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love
Flick's
Galaga,
highest
yeah.
level is like out of this world. I don't know.
Okay, I thought that
I
was-
can't remember. Her level's like 167 or something.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Level 5 was what
Mine was
proofs are going on.
23.
Oh,
I
okay.
got up to
23.
level 23 one time.
Oh, that's pretty. I don't know. It's been so long since I've just sat and played. Oh, I should have a retro day. Okay, I'm off topic now.
Sorry.
You can't ask me questions
Yes.
like that, Rudy.
I was
you said
asking
Galaga,
Flick.
my brain just
You
went
can-
away. So
Yeah.
it is. By the way, that is mine as well. But I'm. not
Is
gonna-
it really?
Let's-
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
one of my favorites.
Galago to the future. Where you arrive. Oh, what's that? We're now back in Pan Pacifica, which means we get to draw more Cosm cards for Pan Pacifica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cosm.
Let's delete all of
Ooh,
these.
ooh, ooh.
Oh, my glasses. I can't see nothing.
And if you'll recall, last time you were in Pan Pacifica, which was
Nope.
during our prologue.
It was great. It was perfect. It was wonderful. We did nothing wrong. That's how I
believe
remember it. Is that how y'all remember it?
there was a betrayal on you by damn. Here's his name. That is
Cosm.
Cosm.
Not
His
I.
name is Cosm. No.
Awesome laddie. Oh wait, sorry.
It was the VP of Foreign Relations. I'll find his name later. In the meantime, let's look at all our
Oh.
fun cards. Do you have it written down?
Yeah, hang on a second.
Not Amelia.
Pan Pacifica.
Oh yeah, no, it's Yoshida. VP Yoshida.
VP Yoshida.
there it
Okay,
is.
yes. Last time you were
That's
here, there was a betrayal.
Oh, yeah, we did
He
do that.
betrayed you, and then you
That
all,
son of a bitch.
yeah,
Yeah.
escaped. He was not killed. If you'll recall, the people in black suits were like shooting guns at him, but he was able to survive. I think the last thing that happened was Shauna kicked him in the face, then jumped out the
Yes.
window.
Correct. Oh, yeah, we stole the glove
So we stole the glove. Yeah.
that I'm wearing, right?
The
Or
power
is that a
glove.
different
Yeah.
glove?
By the way, who has the
Um,
crown?
That was the glove of power. Yeah.
Yeah, he gave us the crown too, right?
He didn't give you the. Oh yeah, yeah, you can take both. So who wants to wear the crown? Let you see bad guys.
It gives a +1 to defense against unarmed and melee.
Yes.
I mean, not jockeying for items, but I think that should probably go to people who
Flick
are in
has-
melee.
Yes.
Zero
exactly.
Either
interest in
Salvo
wearing that
or
crown.
Beth.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I
Salvo
don't
or
mind
Beth.
wearing it now. And
Yeah.
next session, we can talk about who gets it after that.
Yeah, you and Beck can trade it off.
I'll be back in just 1 second.
Yes.
Ah.
In the meantime, trying to deal these cards. I'm getting a bunch of errors. That's not a yell. Everyone, can you see the Pan Pacifica? It's on the bottom of the decks here. Just
I
grab one of
can
those.
see
You
that.
Can't.
I can.
Can. Okay, yeah. Just
Where is
Ran
it
out of cards in deck
Why
before
do I
drawing all the
keep
cards.
getting that? I have recalled all the cards, and yet.
Have you
Why-
shuffled
Oh,
them?
there.
Oh, wait, I got it.
I think
got
that
it.
was
I
it.
got
I had
mine.
to shuffle them, even though I recalled
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Oh, he's got a crown!
Oh, nice.
That's not what it looks like, as I said earlier, but that's still
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
Or
Okay,
maybe it
I got
is.
sold out.
Oh boy. So Reed
Where
sold.
is-
I think we know that one. Reed sold out aloud while everyone
Okay.
else snags their cards.
Oh, y'all. Okay. Play immediately when drawn. Your hero will betray a non-player character he considers an ally this adventure.
Oh.
Gain 1 to 3 possibility depending on the severity of the betrayal. All other
Okay.
Storm Knights in the party gain 1 possibility.
So you are a betrayer.
Interesting.
You are the betrayer. You betray.
yeah. Your hero will be
Oh, never
betrayed.
mind. You are betrayed. My
Your
bad.
hero
This is the
will
same.
be betrayed
this is the same
by
one.
a NPC.
Okie dokie.
He
So,
considers an ally. I swear, if it's cold.
something may or may not happen. Pruitt's dancing. I assume that means
Somebody
you have a
clip
good
that.
card. Why don't you bring that card out and read it out loud for us?
Man.
Okay, I'll hang on. I'm gonna read it and then I'll drop it since it's
Yeah.
because I have to play this immediately.
Oh,
Okay.
you also have a play immediately. Exciting.
Yeah, the card is you don't look so good.
Oh.
Play immediately when drawn. Your Storm Knights show symptoms of possible infection or heartbreak.
Oh!
Uh,
Wow.
Like that's why I'm like
How
I was like
about
this is
that?
fucking
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah, that's too
Uh,
perfect.
You do not roll again on tens until the end of the act. If your hero
Oh.
perishes during this time, he rises soon after as a Yangshi.
Yes,
I don't know if I'm
that's
saying
one
that
of
right.
the ghost guys all throughout the Pan Pacific, like the vampire undeads.
Gain
Interesting.
3 possibility.
Whoa! How about
I don't know
that?
if that's everybody or just me,
I think
but
it's
it
just
just
you.
says gain 3.
Wow, that's a pretty
Okay.
pretty good.
Wow.
Oh yeah, here you go.
We're gonna
I'll
be
go ahead and
Yeah,
play
throw it
that.
out so I
There you go.
look upon it.
You know what? I'm feeling saucy. Are you guys feeling saucy? I'm feeling saucy. I'm gonna play this card attuned and play another Cosmos card.
Another Cosm card.
Just
Whoa.
just to get another Cosm card of crazy on the
I
board
like
since
it.
we are missing Shauna at the moment.
We'll play Shauna's card next week.
Sure.
Amber,
Just
what do you have?
I've got mine. Vengeance is mine. Play on a reality-rated foe. He may not soak wounds caused by your character for the next 3 rounds.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah,
Put it out there.
that's right. If people have possibility points, they too can soak them. And our 4th card from Dot. What do we
play
got?
while taking a recovery. Your
Hmm.
Storm Knight stares at his foes, wipes the blood from his mouth, and signals that he is not done yet. All foes are very stymied.
Yes. So recovery is, I think you regain shock. You spend your action to regain shock.
Action to regain shock. So I will have to wait on that one, but it's
Yes, that's one that we're gonna hold.
there. Okay. You don't look so good.
Oop, this is not it. Okay, cool. So you have so this is also sponsored by the Kanawha Corporation, which is the name of the company that basically runs Pan Pacifica in terms of they're like the
Is that
super
the Dog
corp.
Food Corporation?
It is. They make a variety of dog food. That is true, but
Okay.
they make a number of things: cat food, dog food, human food. They make all the foods. Food. And you arrive at your hotel, which is in Kyoto, I believe. Yes, Kyoto. Again, this is like super futuristic kind of thing. There's like floating billboards around. There's self-driving cars. This is, from your 80s perspective, it doesn't seem like 1994. It seems like 2004. No, it seems like 3004. Okay, this is like
okay.
the jump in technology is real. Like, yeah, you're in a kid candy store.
Is it like
I
Blade
think.
Runner?
This place.
We don't have flying cars yet, but
Not flying cars, just
no,
on the ground.
aspects of Blade Runner definitely are going off
Yeah.
here left and right. So it's pretty
Flick
exciting.
swoons.
So I'm guessing that this is not great place for me to cast magic.
Oh yes, let's go back. So we went over this back during session 1, but let's go over it again because it's been a bit. So Pan Pacifica is a low magic cosm. 4, very low magic cosm, but and it's also a low spirit cosm 8. So it's high social, high tech. Remember, we've got advanced technology, and we've got a very firm corporate culture that almost runs society, kind of a deal. Like I said, Kanawha Corporation is like a megacorp. They're just as strong as they've got their own PMC wing, maybe. They've got all sorts of R&D. They have as much money as some countries do. Like, they are really, really out there, and they're doing their damnedest to fight this undead menace that is taking over Asia. They're the solution. They've got the Kanawha solution, which is going to stop those monsters and free all of the people of Pan Pacifica. Um. So yeah, laws include the law of vengeance, which is if someone is betrayed, then they get a bunch of bonuses when they get vengeance from their betrayal. The law of tenacity, which means that when you would be KO'd, you can take from shock, you can take a wound instead to take all of your shock away. So if you're down by shock, you can undo that and take a wound instead. You might not have enough wounds to take to do that, but you never know.
Okay.
And then we have the law of intrigue, which is that there are spies around, there's paranoia. Your crown might come in handy there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
So-
gonna have it turned on all the time.
You're just wearing it all the time. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it's just like there's just suspicion and betrayal is commonplace in this world. It's commonplace, if you'll recall, from your speech from VP Yoshida, that was something he mentioned, that like to get up the ladder, you kind of have to bite and claw your way because there are 7 VPs of foreign affairs or whatever, and to become the president of foreign affairs, you gotta. It's very similar to Craig Campbell's game, which is called I forgot. There's an RPG that's like that. I forget what it's called. Okay. So you have a super high-rise hotel. The convention is being held in like the biggest hotel in Kyoto. It's a super high-rise. You're all on like the 125th floor. You have a suite that's been rented out, all paid for. You know, it's on the boss's card too, so you can, get the really, really fancy kind of Japanese food if you want or whatever. They got it all. They got all the international foods. And you're also given like an iPad kind of thing, which has the breakdown of the events for the week. It is a week-long convention.
Flick's gotta get cool.
I immediately hand it to Flick.
You're swiping through, and we'll say Salvo's like looking over your shoulder at the gladiatorial part. Salvo, it's like they took season 2 of American Gladiators, the season you were on, and made it into some sort of like gladiatorial. It's like reliving the games. In fact, you see Lightning and Thunder are listed as guest speakers.
Wait. I'm sorry. Lightning and Thunder?
2 people. Yes, they're 2 people.
Yeah.
But really, they're like one team. Yeah. So you know
It's been
them.
a while.
It has been a while since
But
you were
Salvo's
thrown off
excited.
American Gladiators for being drunk at a press conference and going a little too hard on the
Aren't you
contestants.
You're drunk at a conference now.
Yeah, of course.
There's press around as well, so
You put maybe it might make you feel better there, Salvo, to wear your crown into the ring. Right, Cypress?
Yeah, you should
I mean-
get out and do things and enjoy your time on vacation. Because I was told this is just a vacation.
I know I'm not the brains, but this is obviously a setup. I don't like it. He was too nice to us. He had the good chairs out. It just seemed like we were a biscuit being buttered up to be devoured. Is all I'm saying.
Listed as the prize for the winner of the gladiatorial games and the
Here it
winner
is.
of the video game tournament is 2 halves of a medallion.
Like a best friend medallion.
Yeah, like a best friend medallion.
Like 2 brothers might wanna.
And it says ancient medallion of the Incan, Mayan, Aztecs. Oh no, ancient medallion of the hidden temple is what it says.
Oh, there.
Yes!
I was gonna say like all of
Okay.
them?
What do we know? Would we know anything about these medallions?
You can make a science or a scholar check
Oh, I can do that.
to kind of
Can.
remember or
Let's
figure out
do-
what that is.
I mean, can't you Kanawa it? I don't know,
Scholar
what's the
or
term
what
for
check?
searching?
It's canoodle
Can you canoodle it?
Can you Google it? I'm sorry. It was scholar or
or science if you want. Yeah.
Science.
I'll let you do either.
No.
What'd you roll?
I don't wear jewelry. I don't know if you know what? I got possibility to burn. I did.
You got
not,
lots of possibilities now.
I
Remember,
did
you rolled
not.
a 6, just so.
Yeah. Do that accent for nothing. 18.
18. Okay, yeah. So, you see, there's pictures of it, and you leaning it. Excuse me. See like a small like carving that says you can work out the letters PL, which makes you think, if you'll remember, the people that Ice Cold were working for were the Pythian League.
The Pythian League.
So you get the sense
I go,
that yeah.
I just want to go PL. Right there. And I
Are you
don't
shooting
have
a
a way to
laser
show
gun?
you.
No.
No.
Pew, 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 pew.
And I go, no. On the medallion. It says
Okay.
Pythian League. I mean, and then Flake's like, oh, but you know the one that.
Oh, the one that Ice Cold was part of?
Yeah.
Cypress,
Oh,
your bedside manner could use some
Look.
work.
I was gonna say. I don't have a better.
Salvo
answer.
goes stone still. Like it's unsettling how still he gets.
It doesn't tell me what it does though, right?
No.
Like I don't know what these two halves to the whole. Do we get both halves, or do we have to win twice, once for each half?
Win both. One gets one half, the other gets the other half. The gladiatory games gets one, and the video game gets the other.
Video games. Well, listen, I know you. Who's this? I look at. I have nothing to say to help him in this moment. Flick's like, what if we just. Let's go fight, Salvo. You like
Yeah.
to fight.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Fighting.
Yeah.
You're
Somebody
back.
walks past.
Yeah, Salvo, you can fight.
Well, and you can assure that your friend. Who were the duo? The dynamic
Thunder
duo?
and lightning.
Thunder. You can assure Thunder and Lightning. You know, stay grounded. That was a good one, right?
Yeah, I'm not in. Yeah.
Grounded. Oh, I get it.
Grounded.
I've been working a
Get
lot
it?
with electricity
that?
lately, so I know about grounded.
Yeah, there you go. So, and Flick's like, oh, I'm still working on my phrases.
That pun was sound. That's the thunder part.
Oh God.
Oh.
All right. Yeah.
So Salvo, you can just maybe sign up, and we need that. Is that we think the medallion it's not part of the armor, right? It's just special.
Something special, yeah. You know the other guys
Do you
are
really
probably
think
after
he's-
it.
I mean,
Do we know
could-
all the pieces of the armor? Do we know?
We
Yeah, there were
should've.
7 pieces, I think.
There's 7.
Was an amulet or a
medallion?
medallion one of them?
No, it was not. Oops.
okay, well then I feel better
Okay.
about him.
But still,
You know,
If
Salvo, I've never had a functioning relationship, but I could tell you that maybe if you got this medallion and gave it back to Ice Cold, when we find him,
Yeah, surely he's alive.
it could really be a nice gift, right?
I suppose it could be. I don't know if I'll hold out as much hope as you do, but
You're wearing a flag. You have to hold up hope.
well, I mean,
You
freedom, liberty, and
You're
justice. These
Salvo.
are ideals that anybody can attain, but I've never even thought about love until Ice Cold walked into my
You
life.
look so absurd right now. I was just looking at the screen, and like you're wearing a helmet and a cape and a crown and a bandana and the sunglasses and the flag is waving behind you.
This is
I'm
so
sorry,
sad.
I just broke.
And I'm
the
trying to teach the
fun,
kids about
but-
love, Rudy.
Love.
Yes, that's oh man.
You can be
So-
you can be clad in all of these icons, but not really
nobody
feel.
is clad in those icons but you.
I
Why,
know.
Salvo? Because
You because you.
Because of
I agree.
you. And I think what I'm trying to say is hearts heal if they're broken. I think, and worst case scenario, you could just win him back over, right?
You know one of those cards?
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
All I know is that I went through this entire life, and it took a man named Ice Cold to melt this heart. Just go ahead and let everybody recover.
No possibility point there.
Okay. But you know what? I'm willing to move on.
Oh.
I'm willing to strive. And I'm ready to kick some ass in the gladiatorial arena.
Oh.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I'm going to prove that I was kicked out under false pretenses.
All right.
I mean, sure, the guy's leg broke,
Yeah.
but gravity would have done that anyway. So what
And
I'm
now you have a crown.
And now you have a crown.
That's true.
We'll be there rooting you on, right, Cypress?
Oh yeah, I wish I knew anything about video games or gladiatory, whatever it is.
So your
Well-
badge lets you enter either, Cypress, if you just want to enter for the hell of
Yeah,
it.
I don't know anything though, so I wish I could be supportive, truly, in the sense of helping us as a team. But I will be there cheering both of you on the entire way.
Is this like a ring match? Is this
So-
like, do you get like a person in your corner? You know what I'm saying?
So, sure, this is professional. This is high level. So you're allowed
Yeah.
to bring a cornerman equivalent.
Okay.
So the video game tournament is like a variety of games that you go through, and you get points determined based on where
We'll
you
get there.
get in the standings. But the final game is Galaga as a throwback.
Hey!
Also, these are not the video games you know. A lot of them seem to utilize a virtual reality. Some of them,
dear.
yeah. This is not just your classic '80s arcade. This is
Not the
Pen
games you brought your
Pacifica.
quarters for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is not yet. Okay, I go look. I gotta go. Well, I'm gonna have to go put my fingers on some buttons. You stay here and keep Salvo hyped.
Oh, yeah, all right, I can do
You gotta
this.
be in his corner.
Oh, God. Okay. Hype.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
The adrenaline's not pumping yet. It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, I haven't even applied yet, but I appreciate the effort.
Okay,
Well, let's sign him up.
let's
Yeah,
get
where's the
signed
sign?
up.
Sure. Yeah.
Love
Can
that.
I beep
Sure.
boop, beep boop on my pad?
Yeah, you beep boop up.
Sign him up on my
You
data
beep
pad?
boop up. And you're like I said, your badges are the super duper premium. You're allowed to enter either competition if you want. And I think with that, we are going to end today's session, and we'll get into, because I do think Beck might also be interested in entering. So I
And
don't
some
want
gladiatorial
Mhm.
business.
Totally,
I hear
yes,
that.
into
Mhm,
Oh
into
yeah,
that
two
before.
two chances is better than one.
Yeah. So, and you've got an elite magical trainer in your corner. So that's pretty exciting too. Cool. So
Use
let's.
your mage hand to help us out, so they can't.
That's
Oh, yeah,
right.
yeah.
Ooh, some mage hand
Yeah.
shenanigans.
And
Yeah.
I can wear my Galaga shirt next week.
Perfect. Great. Cool. So let's thank you everybody for watching. Thanks for playing,
This
pals.
was so
I hope
much
you
fun
had
today.
fun.
Yo, I'm really feeling for Salvo. I feel so bad for him.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a
He's-
pretty
Poor man.
crazy stuff. It's gonna happen.
It's just-
Happened and is gonna happen.
It's your fault, Rudy.
I'm
Put
just a
blame it on you.
facilitator of the world and the environment. It's
Hey,
the dice.
I played that card. I put my heart on the line.
You
There you
did. You
go.
put your heart on the line. You're right. You're right. But Rudy threw him off
Mm,
of an eagle. So,
throw 'em
I
off
expected
the
that to
dragon.
happen though.
yeah.
oh, that's right. It was the dragon. They were on the dragon.
Who fired the finish? It was you, Salvo, that finished him. If you'll recall, you broke that wing of the dragon.
Even more diabolical.
Hey, my name is Rudy. I GM this game. You can follow me online at Rudy Basso on Twitter, or if you want to follow me on Instagram, I guess you could do that too. Let's go around. Where can people find you online? What are you working on right now? Rocket Orca, weren't you just streaming moments before we
I-
started? You crazy sketch? Let's hear about that crazy sketch.
Yeah. Hi, Amber, aka Rocket Orca on the internets. Mostly Twitter is where I'm active. I've been working on the Flames of Freedom character sheet design for the Powered by Zweihander game. Live
What
on
is your show
Wednesdays.
called again?
It's called Design Honder. Yep, that's what I'm doing on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern right now. And actually, after I get done with the character sheet, I'm going to do some live icon design as well. So you can see me make like chapter icons for the book.
Ooh, very cool.
As far as other things I'm doing, I do a lot for Geekspective, which is the podcast network I co-own. Tabletop Babble is a show that I do now. I also have The Warren of Petal Grove, which is a game where people are playing as rabbits. And you can find all of that stuff at geekspective.com or my stuff at rocketorca.com.
Nice. Little Red Dot, what are you up to these days? So much I know. Can we get
so much
some
stuff,
highlights? What do we got?
Highlights. Whoa, I'll give you the rundown. I'm Dot. I roll dice. I tell stories all over the place. You can follow me online as Little Red Dot to find out more about all those places. But I'm excited right now. I am up for an Audioverse Award in the finalist round for my new podcast. So check out my podcast, Stitch of Fate, if you like dark Vampire the Masquerade type stuff. It is Pod by Night, set in New York City, and I'm up for an award. So first off, if you'd vote for me, that'd be super chill. You can just Google that Audioverse Award. You'll find my name. You'll find the podcast actually listed a few times too. So support would be cool. That's one of the many things I'm busy doing, as well as working over on Kobold Press, launching a few new things. We've got our first actual play that I'll be producing for them coming out, so keep your ear to the ground for that as well.
Nice. And WebDM Pruitt, hi. Where can people find you online? What are you one half of, if you'll remind me once more?
Well, Rudy, as everyone knows, I'm one half of WebDM.
Oh, that's right.
You can find our videos on Wednesdays. We just had a new video come out today. You should go check it out on YouTube. Also, we have a longer form video that comes out, I believe, on Friday, like an hour long. But also check out our Patreon, where you get even another podcast if you want. And actually, what I want you to do, because Rudy, you were part of this. Me, Jim, and Emma, the WebDM crew, along with Rudy, went on the Wandering DM Big Bad competition, and they just aired it, I believe, last night?
It was last night, yeah.
Yeah, and so now it's over on their YouTube channel, the Wandering DMs, Big Bad, and you just check out how much ass we kicked, because we kicked a whole lot of it. If the whole world was an ass, we kicked the whole world, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And if you can't believe someone dressed like this telling you that, then I don't know what you can believe anymore.
I killed a whole bunch of cultists as a halfling ranger. Yeah.
Wow.
Murdered.
You murdered a lot of people.
That was my goal, and I succeeded in my goal. And then I went, I'm a halfling. Tee-hee. Very out of character for halflings. Okay. I think that's going to do it for today. Thank you all much. Thank you so much to my players. Thank you so much to everyone watching. We'll be back next week for another WebDM Plays Torg Eternity. Bye.